Believe me, I was told 1,000 times, you're not cut out for this. You slur, you're this, you're that. We can't fit you into any kind of category. You should really quit. Seriously, that, you know what? You should work behind the scenes. And I went, well, yeah, thank you for that. But everything you're saying is bouncing off. It's like bulletproof, Kevlar. And that's what I'm trying to pass on to individuals, that if you really develop this numbness, this inability to develop selective hearing, I don't want to hear it. I don't want that to dampen. I don't want you to rain on my parade, put out my fire, whatever term you want to use. Don't be so sensitive to criticism. I've lived with it my whole life. Most people have. And most people give into it. They actually believe those words from other people. Believe the words that come from inside here. This is the greatest voice in the world. Your heart doesn't lie. Your brain, your heart, it tells you the truth. It really does. But quite often, we don't have that commitment to succeed at all costs. You have to be so committed to the cause, blindly charging into the building. I don't care if it's on fire, because that's like what the future is sometimes. It's like going into a burning building. You don't know what's going to happen, but you hope to come out the other side, because your goal is on the other side. I don't like to argue. I don't like stress. I don't like conflict. But sometimes you have to face the conflict and the stress and the source of that and get it out of the way. Don't keep it inside. Somehow you have to purge yourself of this thing that's eating you alive. There's different ways of doing it. Getting it to someone's grill, or you start to use your head and work your way around the problem without offending anyone, but you're getting your point across. But sometimes you just have to offend someone who's offending you. That's fair. And it takes courage. Actually, it takes courage to do a lot of things. It takes a lot of guts to stay in school. It's courage. It takes courage to get up every morning, and bravery, and pushing yourself when you don't want to go to work, to supply food for yourself and your family. It takes courage to stick your head above the crowd and voice your own opinion, even though it's not a popular one, but it's one that you feel so deep in your soul that you have to get it out. You can't go through life living on lies. Quite often, you just have to stand up and grab life by the throat and not let go until you succeed. Courage. You all have it. It's just pushing the right button. Bad memories can't be pulled out and diminished. They're there. You just have to balance it. Say, okay, am I going to be caught in this time warp called the past? Because quite often, let's face it, your problems are from the past. If you didn't get the attention you wanted in the first 5 years being nurtured, you're going to have a problem for the rest of your life with nurturing and feeling secure. For example, I feel, and it's been proven, that nurturing and compassion and love and protection at a very early age, meaning when you're an infant, is more of a priority than food. And when you don't get that when you're young, you crave it your whole life. And quite often, it's also an incentive to do something with your life, to fill it up with some sense of accomplishment, or it's a release for anger, whatever it is. Quite often I have found that the most damaged people have been the most productive. I know it's a horrible thing to say, but People that are missing chunks in their heart, gaps in their soul, because they weren't given the love and attention when they're very young, that can't be compensated for. Those are holes. Those doors are shut. So it's up to you to lay the groundwork for your future, to not do what other people did to you. It's never perfect. I've come across some of the most miserable people that have everything except what is truly important, and that is peace of mind and going forward without fear. Fearlessness. It's not easy. Sometimes you have to lie to yourself. Oh, I'm not afraid. You're terrified. But sometimes lying is good. If that helps get you up those first 3 steps into the ring of life to face an indestructible opponent, so be it. Lie to yourself. Sometimes lying gets the ball going.